But no longer will we be slaves to this injustice. A new revolutionary technology arises, a total game changer, a disruptor of all magnitude, a technology that puts the power in the hands of all rather than in the hands of a few. This is blockchain technology. So what is blockchain technology?
So blockchain technology is basically a system of decentralized and distributed ledgers that are connected between computers to allow for information to be shared between them. So basically what this means is that information can be shared through the blockchain, but it can't be altered by any single entity. Think of it like a game of poker, where all of you can be recording the scores that you get, but none of you can actually alter it because all of you are confirming the results you get.
In an effort to ensure transparency, accountability, and security, we decided to integrate a new feature or method called mining process, right? So basically, the way the mining process works is we are giving the power to the people, right? So how are we going to do that, right? So in an ALA scenario, right, where we're running elections on the blockchain, right, we'll have students give out their computation power. By giving out their computation power, what I mean is students will give out their laptops, right? And when they give out their laptops, they're supposed to validate transactions, right? So every single vote that is entered on the blockchain has to be validated by these people, right? So when they validate, they give us their computation power to validate elections. We reward them by means of a currency we are producing called the EON currency. The current value of the EON currency right now is 20 rand, and basically the more votes you're able to validate by the end of the day, it means that the more EONs you'll get by the end of the day, right? So what we are trying to ensure is that no central entity is going to be validating these elections, but rather we have everyone in the community who is interested in validating election to take part in it, right?
So in 2007, when I experienced the post-election violence in Kenya, one of the most phenomenal things that I had during the whole process, one thing that Kofi Annan said, and he said that democracies that cannot boast of credible elections are not democracies at all. Now, in recent years, we've seen more and more African countries boasting of democracies. Now, in 2015, we had 22 elections across Africa. In 2016, we did better with 26 elections. However, it is not a question of how many democratic elections or democratic governments we have across Africa. It needs to be a question of what are the quality of democracies we have and what are the quality of elections that we have. And that is what we aim to solve. We basically aim to make sure that if we can boast of democratic elections that are transparent and valid, then we can have democratic governments. So the election that we are going to run is going to be the first African architectured blockchain system for elections. And basically what we aim to do is two things. One, make sure that we're encouraging political participation within our community. And two, make sure that we're holding transparent and accountable voting systems. So what we aim to do is start with this system at the grassroots level and make sure that we have a working system. And that's why we aim to start at ALA. From ALA, we aim to build it across universities and eventually institutionalize it across different places on the globe to make sure that it's used within people's daily practices. So if you want to get involved, what you can do is join us and learn how to mine, and during the elections, you can take part in the mining process.
My name is Gibson Munene.
And I'm Jerry.
My name is Kinga.
And we are giving power to you.